Okay, Hare Krishna. We will continue our discussion on the description of the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, the 19 symbols on the lotus feet. So we'll begin with the shloka recitation. I will recite the full shloka. Candrārdham kalasam tri-kona-dhanushī kham goshpadam proshthikām sankham savya-pade dakshina-pade konāshtakam svastikam cakram chatra-yavankusam dhvaja-pavī jambūrdhva-rekhāmbujam bibhrānam harim ūnavimsati-mahā-lakshmyārcitānghrim bhaje. Okay. So, Ankita, can you read the translation?
Yes, Prabhuji. I worship Lord Hari Krishna, whose feet are endowed with the 19 great opulences of, on the left foot, the half-moon, water pot, triangle, bow, sky, cow's hoofprint, fish, conch, and on the right foot, the 8-pointed star, swastika, wheel, parasol, barley corn, elephant-goad, flag, thunderbolt, jumbo fruit, urdhva-rekha, and lotus.
Okay. So there is another beautiful shloka in Srimad Bhagavatam. So this shloka that we just read, candrārdham kalasam tri-kona-dhanushī, this shloka is from a scripture called Śrī Chintamani, written by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. In the same scripture, this is in, I don't remember the shloka number. This shloka talks about the 19 symbols on the lotus feet of Krishna, and the immediate next shloka talks about lotus feet of Radharani. She also has 19 symbols on her feet. So there are two shlokas right next to each other describing the lotus feet of Sri Krishna and Sri Radha. That's why the scripture is called Śrī Chintamani, describing the beauty or the glories of the beauty of Radha and Krishna. So there is another shloka in Srimad Bhagavatam. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 28, Shloka number 21. So this is in a different meter. This is in Vasanta Tilaka meter. Sanchintayed Bhagavatas Charanāravindham Vajrankushadhvajasaroruhalanchanādhyam Uttungaraktavilasannaka chakravala Jyotsnabhirahatamahad Dhrudayandakaram. Okay, Annapurna, can you read the translation?
Sure, Prabhuji. The devotee should first concentrate his mind on the Lord's lotus feet, which are adorned with the marks of the thunderbolt, sorry, Prabhuji. A goad, Prabhuji, a banner, and a lotus. The spindle of their beautiful ruby nails resembles the orb of the moon, and that dispels the thick gloom of one's heart.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. So the description that I mentioned, right? Like Annapurna, you asked why half moon. So here, why a half moon? And then I explained that looking at the beautiful toenails that resemble the full moon, the moon on the lotus foot of Krishna, out of shyness, decided to take a shape of half moon, Ardha Chandra. So that is mentioned here. The splendor of their beautiful ruby nails resemble the orb of the moon. Orb means the orbit. Okay. Each moon appears like a Chandra Mandala. Each moon looks like a Chandra Mandala. Each toenail looks like a Chandra Mandala in itself. Okay. So this is a beautiful shloka from Srimad Bhagavatam, explained by Kapila Muni to his mother Devahuti. Kapila Muni is an incarnation of Krishna himself. Out of the 26 incarnations that are described in Bhagavatam, Kapila Muni is one of the incarnations. The very first, in the very beginning of this call, I played recitation of Shruti, right? The Bhagavatam shlokas. Those shlokas describe the 26 incarnations of Krishna, starting from Balarama, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Sankarshana, and so on, Rama, Narsimha, Vamana, Krishna, Parashurama, Kalki, Kapila, all these 26 incarnations. So this shloka that we read from Canto 3, describing the symbols on the lotus feet of Krishna, was given by Kapila Muni to his mother Devahuti. Okay. So let's. This shloka is a condensed version. It doesn't have all the 19 symbols, but it's a condensed version. But the most important thing that we notice from this shloka is, it says, these 19 symbols, are the symbols on the lotus feet of Krishna, dispel the thick gloom of one's heart. If we meditate on, that the first line says, right, the devotee should first concentrate his mind on the Lord's lotus feet. If we do that, then it dispels, that meditation dispels the thick gloom of one's heart. Any distress that you have, any problem that you have, if you simply meditate on the symbols on the lotus feet of Krishna, it will remove all our miseries. And I have something very interesting to talk about this particular point. Okay, so please remind me about this, and also the Shruti's recitation of Bhagavatam, and also the first shloka, candrārdham, kalasam, tri-kona-dhanushī, and also about the lotus feet. I have a very interesting thing to share about all these things. Okay, so remind me before we end the call today. Remind me. As it is mentioned in this shloka, right, from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Kapila Muni is saying one should first meditate on the lotus feet of the Lord. When we go to temple to take darshan, we should first start darshan from the lotus feet. We should not immediately look at the face of the Lord. We should start from lotus feet, go step by step, and all the way up to his lotus face. From Padaravinda to Mukaravinda. From Charanaravinda to Mukaravinda. Everything of Krishna, all the limbs of Krishna appear they're as beautiful as lotus flower. Okay, so these two shlokas from one from Srimad Bhagavatam and then other from Sri Rupa Chintamani, they describe these 19 symbols, the beautiful symbols on the lotus feet. I mean, whoever drew this, let me show the symbols on the feet again. One sec. I mean, whoever drew these symbols and the lotus feet of Krishna, that artist, they did the best job. They definitely look very beautiful. But the reality of Krishna's lotus feet is, in a way, we cannot even comprehend how beautiful they are. I mean, this picture here that I'm sharing now, it gives some glimpses of how beautiful the feet are, how they are decorated with anklets. You can see the toenails also here. The toenails, they don't look like Chandra Mandala, but they are very beautiful. Okay, so does anyone want to recite these two shlokas? If not, I can recite and you repeat after me. Okay. Candrārdham kalasam tri-kona-dhanushī kham goshpadam proshthikām. Yeah, you can repeat after this.
Chandraham kalasham tri-kona-dhanushī kham goshpadam proshthikām.
Very good. Sankham savya-pade dakshina-pade konāshtakam svastikam.
Sankham savya-pade dakshina-pade konāshtakam svastikam.
Cakram chatra-yavankusam dhvaja-pavī jambūrdhva-rekhāmbujam.
Cakram chatra-yavankusam dhvaja-pavī jambūrdhva-rekhāmbujam.
bibhrānam harim ūnavimsati-mahā-lakshmyārcitānghrim bhaje.
Bibhrānam harim ūnavimsati-mahā-lakshmyārcitānghrim bhaje.
Okay, the next one from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. It's in a different meter. Okay. Sanchintayed bhagavatas charanārvindham.
Sanchintayed bhagavatas charanārvindham.
Vajrankushaಧ್ವಜಸರೋರುಹಲಾಂಛನಾಢ್ಯಂ.
Lanchandalaநாdyam.
उत्तुङ्गरक्तविलसन्नखचक्रवाला.
Uttungarakavilasannakachakravāla.
ज्योत्स्नाभिराहतमहद्धृडयान्धकारम्.
Jyotsnābhirāhatmahadhridayaṁ.
Okay. Okay, so now we'll have some discussion. So yesterday we discussed about candrārdham and proshthikām, right? So today we'll discuss about the next symbol, which is kalasha. I'll show you where the kalasha is. Where is this image? Yeah. Okay, so you have on the bottom most, you have fish, which is proshthikām, and then ardhachandra, half moon, and right above that you see kalasha. There is a tri-kona in the middle and then surrounded by 4 kalasha, the water pots. So we'll discuss about water pots and then tri-kona. So kalasha, I'm sure you all have seen kalasha, right? That is used in pujas, It's basically a small tumbler or a water pot. So the kalasha represents, especially when the kalasha is filled with water, it represents the beautiful nectar, of Krishna Katha heard by the devotees, heard and discussed by the devotees. The Krishna Katha delivered by Krishna personally himself, or by the great devotees of Krishna. Bhagavad Gita is the nectar, Gitamrita. That Gitamrita was delivered by Krishna himself. And then Bhagavatamrita is delivered by his devotees, Krishna's devotees, Shukadev Goswami, Shuka Mahamuni. Like that, Ramayana is delivered by Ramayana Mahamrita. That is delivered by Valmiki, devotee of Ramachandra. So either this nectar delivered by either Krishna or his devotees, the saintly people, is fully relished by the devotees. It is heard through the process of Shravanam, and when devotees discuss this Krishna Katha with each other through the process of Kirtanam, and when we remember this Krishna Katha through the process of Smaranam, that is the perfection of life. So the water pot kalasha filled with water represents the nectarian Krishna Katha, Krishna Kathamrita. That's the name of our group. YouTube channel. I don't know how many of you are subscribed or not subscribed. Is everyone subscribed to my channel?
Yes,
I know Annapurna subscribed.
Yes,
Sir, Prabhupada drastically it has increased so much.
Ever since I started Mukundamala Stotra, the number of subscribers and views on almost every video, they have drastically increased.
Yeah, Prabhuji. Hari Bol.
Especially my daughter is doing Radhashtami meditations, small videos every day. One of her videos got 12,000 views. So she's beating me. She's in competition. Yeah. So Sri Krishna Kathamritam. This water pot represents Amrita. You might have seen in movies or somewhere, right? When nectar, Amrita, is given by some celestial, angels or apsaras or celestial devatas to an ordinary human being on the earth planet, how do they do it? It's in a pot, water pot.
Dhanvantri also, like Lord Dhanvantri.
Correct. Dhanvantri also holds a water pot that is full of medicine.
And Mohini also holds the power pot, full of nectar.
Yes. Yeah. And when the Samudra Mantana, the churning of the ocean that happens, what comes out of that is Amrita. And it is mentioned that Amrita was given in some pots and they were distributed to everybody. And while doing that, few pots fell on Earth planet. And one of the places...
Is it not only one pot, Prabhuji? Is it many pots, Sir Prabhuji? I thought is it only one pot?
Not many, not one, but few pots.
Only one. Yeah, that's what Mohini Avatar Krishna, he delivered to both both Asuras and Suras. Just one pot.
Maybe few drops fell to Bhumi, but only one pot. That's what I heard, Prabhuji.
Yeah, maybe. And one such place where the drops fell is the Prayag, where Kumbh Mela happened in Prayag. Okay. So this Amrita, so what is Amrita basically? What is this nectar or Amrita? What's the meaning of this?
Freedom
Without
from birth and death.
Amrita. Amrita. Amrita means death and diseases. Amrita means no death and diseases.
Yeah. So it can give deathlessness. Okay.
Immortality.
Mortality. So we are mortal beings on the Earth planet. We are mortal beings, and this Amrita. Anyone who drinks Amrita, in Chandramandala, I mean in Svargaloka, when Devatas they drink Somarasa, it increases their lifespan. Somarasa is Amrita. It doesn't make them immortal completely, because they are also subject to death, but they have very, very long life, after which they will leave the body and then take birth in the Earth planet. They also drink Amrita. So now when we hear Krishna Katha, this Krishna Katha, Krishna Kathamritam extinguishes the burning fire in our heart, and it makes us immortal. Even though we are living in the material world, but it makes us immortal, liberated. Such people are called Jivan Mukta. Jivan Mukta means a state of liberation while still living in the material world. When somebody is liberated, when they go to Brahman platform or Vaikuntha, we say they are liberated. After death, they are liberated. But Jivan Mukta is that person who is still living in the material world, a saintly person who is still living in the material world, but he is liberated. He is in a state of liberation. He has renounced everything. He is free from all anxieties. He is free from all anarthas. So such a person is said to be a Jivan Mukta. So we can achieve this by hearing Krishna Katha, Krishna Kathamritam, which is represented by this kalasha on the feet of Krishna. We can achieve that state. If one sincerely hears Krishna Katha attentively, then we can experience this. We'll get glimpses of it until we begin to relish this Amrita fully. Krishna gives us some taste, sampling, as they say, sampling, right? Sampling or tasting. They say wine tasting. You go to Woodenville, everywhere you will see boards, wine tasting. So you can go to those gardens where they grow these grapes or different fruits, out of which they make wine. They welcome you to drink, to taste a little bit of wine. Why? Because once you got attracted to the taste, you will be addicted to that. So Krishna also, he welcomes us for Krishna Katha tasting. So what we are doing on this call every day, we are sampling. When you go to Costco, you get some samples, right? Some juices, some different snacks. You get something to taste. When my daughter was young, when she was like 5 or 6 year old, so that was one of her favorite activities. Every weekend she wants to go to Costco to taste different food items. That was a long time ago, before we became serious in Krishna consciousness. So this tasting of Amrita, okay, is very important. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinah Rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinah rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. Param drishtva means higher taste, higher vision, higher taste, higher experience. When we have higher taste, we will lose interest in the lower things. When we taste this highest amrita called Krishna Katha, naturally we will lose interest in material objects. We will lose interest in sense gratification, enjoying, seeking enjoyment in the external material objects. We will start looking for happiness within. So next time, whenever you see kalasha in any puja, then you remember this. You remember kalasha, the water pot symbol on Krishna's foot, and then you also remember the meaning of it. So in the olden days, now another point about this kalasha, especially kalasha that is filled with water, full of water. Anything that is full represents auspiciousness. Anything that's full represents auspiciousness. That's why in the olden days it was a tradition to keep some copper, brass vessels, and keep that filled with water in the puja room or as a decoration in some places. What do you call that item?
Urli.
Urli. Correct. Urli.
They put flowers on that water.
They fill that vessel with water and then put flowers on top of it. Why? It is not just for decoration. I mean, people do it for decoration, but there is an internal meaning of it. It is for auspiciousness. People keep a small water fountain in the living room. The flow of water, the sound of water, that is also auspiciousness. The sound of bells is auspiciousness. The smell of incense sticks is auspiciousness. Like that, there are different elements that can bring auspiciousness to the home. In the olden days, they used to store rice in big vessels. Okay, and most of the times it is full. As they consume rice, they keep filling it with more rice, because in the olden days almost everybody has agriculture. They have farm. They harvest rice and other grains. So every now and then they keep getting new crop, and then they keep filling the same pot with additional amount of rice. So it's always full.
And even my mother also, Prabhuji, when rice we have to buy anything, she'll say ninduga undi తీసుకురండి, like that she'll say.
Correct. Not ninduga undi, nindukundi.
Oh, something like that. Yeah.
Nindukundi. Yeah.
When I'll be thinking if it's full, why we have to buy, but they won't use the negative word at all.
Yeah, they don't say now the vessel is empty or the container is empty, rice is over, we don't have any rice. They don't use words like this. They say biyam nindukunnai. That means, I mean, when the rice is over, when it is empty, how can you say it's full? Logically, technically, it's not correct. It's the opposite, right? Kali ai anali. We have to say it's empty, but they don't use that negative word. They always use nindukunnai, full. Why? Auspiciousness. So the pot represents auspiciousness. The kalasha with full of water represents auspiciousness. Next, tri-kona. Next symbol is tri-kona. The kalasha is surrounded by tri-kona. Tri-kona. Kona is angle. Three means 3 is 3. The Sanskrit 3 is English 3 also.
English people copy.
Yeah, there are many words in English which are derived from Sanskrit. Many words. So triangle, trikona. So this mark, trikona, represents that if devotees meditate on this symbol, trikona, on the lotus feet of Krishna, they will be saved from the three modes of material nature. Not only three modes of material nature, but also threefold miseries. What are the threefold miseries? Threefold
Janma
miseries.
Mrityu Jara.
Huh?
Janma Mrityu Jara. That is 4, right?
Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, those are the 4
Yes.
problems.
Correct.
And on top of the 4 problems, there are threefold miseries.
Kama, Artha, Moksha? No. The lust, Prabhuji, lust, greediness.
No, they are 6. Lust, greed, and anger, they are 6.
Kama, Artha, Kama, Artha, it is something until the Prabhuji.
No, Dharmartha, Kama, Moksha, they are 4.
Adi Bhautika.
Yes. Yeah.
Devika.
Adibhautika,
Adhyatmika.
Adi Daivika. Something.
Adidaivika, Adhyatmika. So threefold miseries. Adhyatmika, Adibhautika, Adidaivika. Adhyatmika means, this is the DYS, Discover Yourself topic. Before we begin discussion on Bhagavad Gita, all of you must have attended DYS, Discover Yourself, right? So this topic is mentioned in DYS. The threefold miseries, Adhyatmika, Adidaivika, Adibhautika. Adhyatmika means problems created by one's own body and mind. One's own body and mind. Mind is the biggest root cause of all the problems. We discussed about mind yesterday, right? When we were discussing fish and also and also Ardha Chandra. So threefold miseries, Adhyatmika, problems created by body and mind, and Adi Bhautika, problems created by external living entities. It can be another human being, wife or husband, colleague, neighbor, your manager, your own sibling, your own child, your own parent, anybody. It can be anybody, or a mosquito, any living entity, any external living entity, other than you, another living entity. Adi Bhautika, problems created by external living entities. And the third one is Adi Daivika, problems created by nature, natural calamities, tsunamis, earthquakes, floods. These are natural calamities, Adi Daivika. So we are every day, in every walk of life, we are subject to these threefold miseries. Klesha. These are called klesha. Klesha Trayam. Is that last Yami, Annapurna? I cannot hear you.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, last Yami. Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Tanvish. So when are you singing Vishnu Sahasranama? Can you sing it tomorrow?
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. Be prepared for that, okay? In the beginning of the call, you can sing.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah. And I have something interesting thing to tell about Vishnu Sahasranam also. So remember, I keep telling many different things about that shloka, candrārdham, kalasam, tri-kona-dhanushī, and then so many things I told, right?
Yes.
I have been telling since the beginning of the call. I kept on telling that I have something very interesting to tell, and I have something interesting to tell about Vishnu Sahasranam also. So I'll tell. Okay. So keep up the suspense. I'm building up the suspense.
Sure, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So what was I saying? Trikona, right? Yeah. So threefold miseries. So there are many different things that can be represented by this trikona. One is the three modes of material nature. The other one is threefold miseries. And Krishna is also the master of three planetary systems: urdhva, madhya, and adha. Higher, middle, and lower planetary systems. So what else can you think of related to this number 3?
Prabhuji, I have seen in even now we follow Prabhuji, like we put
Creation, maintenance, and destroyer.
yeah.
Correct. Srishti, Sthiti, and Laya. Srishti, Sthiti, and Laya. Srishti is creation. Sthiti is maintenance. Laya is destruction, annihilation. Yeah, very good. Srishti, Sthiti, Laya. What else?
Prabhuji, in olden days there will be
Same
triangle
things.
in both the sides of the house, Prabhuji, where we put the deepam.
Correct. Yeah. Yes, I remember now. I remember. They used to have some triangular shaped image on the floor, and then we used to put deepam on that. And also they used to put this triangle on the threshold. Threshold is that dwaram, the entrance of the dwaram, right? The gadapa. Gadapa.
Yeah, we still draw Prabhuji, like with pasupu. We draw the
Yeah.
It's up like Mahalakshmi will be, I don't know the exact meaning, but I think for inviting Mahalakshmi, something like that.
Yeah, if you observe Sri Yantra, if you have that copper plate that is Sri Yantra, I mean there is Sri Yantra, the structure of Sri Yantra, there is also a copper plate that has an image of Sri Yantra that also has a triangle. That also has a triangle. So what else? What else can you think of about three? Trimurtis, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Right? What else?
Present, past, future.
Correct. Present, past, and future. Yeah. What else?
Three worlds, Prabhuji. Akshara is telling three worlds.
Three worlds. Yes. Three worlds. Yeah. Bhuloka, Swargaloka, and Patadaloka.
Three gunas, Prabhuji.
Three gunas, three modes of material nature. Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas.
Three Vishnus.
Three Vishnus? Yes. Three Vishnus, correct. Karanodakshaya Vishnu, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, and Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. Three Vishnus. Yes. So like this, there are many different sets where there are three entities in them. So this triangle represents, it can represent any of these things, especially for devotees. When we meditate on this triangle, trikona symbol, we will be relieved of the three modes of material nature and threefold miseries. Threefold miseries. And also in bhakti, yeah, somebody was saying something.
Can it be tilak? Triangular tilak or something?
Tilak?
Yeah.
Tilak also, there are three things in that. You have, you can look at my tilak on my face. So there are two lines, and then there is one thing in the middle. The two lines represent the two lotus feet of Krishna, and then the leaf-shaped thing in the middle, that is tulasi. The tulasi leaf offered at the lotus feet of Krishna. Three things.
Three planetary systems.
Yes. Yeah, we said that. Three
And
planets.
Shiva has 3 eyes, Prabhuji.
Shiva has trident.
3 eyes.
Trident. Correct.
Trident, and he has 3 eyes also. Third eye, if you like they say.
You said 3 eyes? Yes, 3 eyes. Yeah. And most importantly, in Bhakti Marga, we say, right? Kayena vacha manasena. Kayena vacha manasendriyerva buddhyatmana va prakrite svabhava karomi yadyat sakalam parasmai narayanayeti samarpayami. Right? In Vishnu Sahasranama. I think I sang in a different tune, right? I sang in the tune that is recited in Sai Baba Arati.
Prabhuji, this is in that Ganesh Arti, Galindotangana.
Yeah, it is there in almost every Arati, every puja. At the end of the puja, when we are doing Mangalam or when we are reciting Falashruti shlokas, this is what we recite. Vishnu Sahasranama, towards the end, Kayena vacha manasen. No, what is the tune? Kayena vacha manasendriyerva buddhyatmana va prakrite svabhava karomi yadyat sakalam parasmai narayeti samarpayami. So all these shlokas in different pujas, different different stotrams, they instruct us, especially this shloka, it instructs us to perform bhakti in 3 different ways. We have to engage our body, mind and soul. Kaya is body. Manas is mind. And vachas is tongue, the speech, the words. Kayena vacha manasendriyerva. Kaya, manas and vachas. In Mukundamala Stotra also, there is a shloka similar to this, where Kulshekara Alvar says, Namami. Namami Narayana Pada Pankajam Karomi Narayana Pujanam Sada Vadami Narayana Nama Nirmalam Smarami Narayana Tattvam-avyayam. Kulshekara Alvar says, O Mukunda, let me engage my body, mind and soul. In mind in remembering you, body in worshipping you, and body in doing some service, seva to you, and then what? Body, mind. What's the third one? Kaya, manasa, vachasa. Words. Tongue. With my tongue, let me sing your kirtan. Let me glorify let me glorify you. Let me chant your holy names. Vadhami Narayana Nama Nirmalam. vadami means let me speak. With my tongue, let me speak your glories. With my tongue, let me chant your holy name. Nama nirmalam smarami narayana tattvam avyayam. Okay. So mind, intelligence and false ego. This is another set. There are three things. These three things are the components of subtle body. Mind, intelligence and false ego. Three components. Okay. So for us, whenever we meditate on this triangular symbol, the tri-kona symbol on the lotus feet of the Lord, we have to remember two things. One is, actually we have to remember only one thing. The second thing is a byproduct. We don't have to remember that. We just meditate on that tri-kona symbol and pray to Krishna that, oh Krishna, let me engage my body, mind and soul, or body, mind and words in serving you. And when we do that, the byproduct that will happen is we will become free from the threefold miseries. We don't have to meditate on that. We are anyway going through the miseries already. We are anyway going through the threefold miseries. We don't have to meditate. We don't even have to think about threefold miseries when we are meditating on this tri-kona symbol. All we have to meditate or all we have to pray is, oh Krishna, please engage my body, mind and words in your service. Okay? Kayena vacha manasendriyerva. So that's about tri-kona. And what's the next symbol? So goshpadam, cow hoofprint, cow hoofprint. So what's the size of the goshpada? What's the size of the cow hoofprint? Or in simple words, let's make it very simple. Cow's footprint. What's the size of that?
Three-inch maybe.
No, I'm not asking you to tell me the measurements.
It's a very small size.
Very small, yes, that's all I'm looking for. Whether it is small or big. I mean, the cow is big. Cow is big, cow's legs are big. Everything about cow is big. But the feet, the footprint, the foot is very small. The feet itself are small, and the hoof, it's called hoof, right? You see on the bottom, you see two black wooden looking, two elements. That's called hoof. It's very small. It's smaller than the foot itself, actually. Okay, and in between the two hoofs, or in between those two black elements in the hoof, if you pour water, okay, you can only pour little amount of water. Now, what is the significance of this hoof print on the lotus feet of Krishna? And what is the significance of little amount of water that can be held in in between the two hoofs? So we are in the material world. The material world, this world itself is very big, and the universe is even bigger than this. Universe consists of all the planets, and then all the people in it. So the universe is very big. There are big oceans, rivers, sea. So many things are there. So it's called Bhava Sagara. In one word, this universe is called, or the material world is called Bhavasagara. It's very difficult to cross over this Bhavasagara, this ocean called material world, this ocean called Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi, this Sagara, this Samsara Sagara containing Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi, these four problems. It's very difficult to cross over. The only way we can cross over this material world, this Bhavasagara, is by taking shelter of Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, Krishna says, Daivi hesha gunamai mama maya duratyaya mameva prapadhyante mayam etam tarantite. Daivi hesha gunamai mama maya duratyaya. Daivi means the Adi Daivika. We remember we discussed about Adi Daivika. Daivi means this material nature. Adi Daivika means problems created by material nature. Daivi means nature. So Daivi Esha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratyaya. Duratyaya means very difficult to cross over. Very difficult to cross over. But how is it possible to cross over this? Maya metam tarantite. Those who have taken shelter of my energy, they can easily cross over. This material energy is very difficult to overcome, but people who have taken shelter of my energy, the spiritual energy, for them it becomes very easy. So this symbol, the cow's hoof print on the lotus feet of Krishna, represents that if we meditate on this symbol, if we take shelter of lotus feet of Krishna, the very big universe, or the big world or universe that we are in and we are trying to cross over, it becomes so small. It becomes so small. And it becomes very easy to cross over. In other words, another way of understanding this is, imagine there is a big problem in your life. I mean, even when we have a small problem also, we make it big. If we have a problem the size of a mustard seed, our mind makes it as big as a mountain. It is mentioned that the actual misery is not caused by the problem itself, but the way the mind processing it makes us worry so much. By nature, the problem itself is not so big, but as our mind keeps on thinking about it, as our mind comes up with anxieties, oh, what will happen now? Is it going to be like the end of the world? How will I get rid of this problem? So the mind makes it the size of a mountain. And we think it's very difficult to cross over. But we have to tell the problem that, oh problem, wait a minute. You are thinking, or oh mind, we have to tell to the mind, oh mind, wait a minute. You are thinking that the problem is the size of the mountain. But do you know one thing? Krishna is bigger than the problem. Krishna is bigger than the mountain that you are thinking of. You are thinking that oh mind, you are thinking that the problem is the size of the mountain. But Krishna is bigger than the problem and bigger than the mountain, who can solve the problem very easily. In Ramayana, there is a story of Guha, the boatman Guha. When Guha, one day Ramachandra has to cross over a river, and there is this boatman called Guha. So when Ramachandra and Sitamma, they want to sail in this boat to cross over the river, Guha feels very happy. He feels so fortunate, so blessed. So he takes Ramachandra and Sitamma in the boat from one end of the river to the other end. And after reaching there, Ramachandra says, "Oh Guha, I am a king, and I always have to return the favor. If somebody does something, some service to me, I have to pay back. How can I pay you back?" Then Guha, he is very intelligent. He says that "Oh Lord, there is a policy in the profession of boatman. The policy is one boatman never takes money from another boatman. If one boatman is riding the is sailing the boat, and another boatman wants a ride in that, imagine that the second boatman doesn't have his boat that day, but he wants to cross the ocean, cross the river. But this boatman, who is the owner of the boat, will not take any money from the second boatman, because they both are in the same profession. Tomorrow, this first person can always be in a situation where he needs help from the other boatman. So that's why, oh my Lord, it's a policy in our profession that one boatman never receives money from another boatman." Now Ramachandra is surprised, and he asks, "So who is the second boatman here? I am the king." Then Guha tells something very beautiful. "Oh my Lord, I am a very insignificant small boatman who cross people from one end of this river to the other end. And you, oh my Lord, you are such a big boatman. You cross millions and billions of living entities from this Bhavasagara. So now you tell me, can I receive anything from you? Can I ask you to pay anything to me? We both are in the same profession. So I better not take anything from you." So Krishna is called Kaivartaka Krishna. Now this is another topic that's pending on our list. We need to discuss that. Kaivartaka Krishna means, Kaivartaka means boatman. Now Krishna got this name Kaivartaka Krishna. This name was given by Adi Shankaracharya in the Gita Dhyana Shlokams, Gita Mahatmya, the glories of Bhagavad Gita. There's a beautiful shloka. The shloka ends with Kaivartaka Krishna. Adi Shankaracharya compares the battlefield of Kurukshetra with a big ocean, and he compares different soldiers like Duryodhana, all these Shalya, all these personalities with the different wild aquatics in the ocean, and how Arjuna is stuck in that ocean surrounded by all these problems, and how Krishna, like a boatman, Kaivartaka Krishna, how Krishna delivers Arjuna from this big ocean. So when we, coming back to this hoofprint, goshpadam, when we meditate on this symbol, we should remember that Krishna is Kaivartaka Krishna, who can easily deliver us from this bhavasagara? Who can make this big material world as small as the hoofprint? Okay, so that's about goshpadam. So how many did we discuss? Candrārdham, kalasam, tri-kona, goshpadam and proshthikām. We need to discuss 3 more things: dhanushī, kham and sankham. These are on the savya-pade, left foot, Krishna's left foot. So that we will discuss tomorrow. But before we end our call, now I want to tell you this interesting thing here. Is everyone with me, or are you sleeping, or what are you doing?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Sri Vidya is there, Chandrakala is there,
Yes, Prabhuji.
Gita is there, okay, Neela is there, Annapurna, what about you? Okay, anyways, so
Yes, Prabhuji.
you are there, okay. So how do I look today?
How it's a yellow, orange color, Prabhuji. Like
Okay.
kurtas you are saying, Prabhuji?
Yeah. I mean, in simple words, I am asking, am I looking normal? I'm not asking if I am looking handsome or this color kurta I'm wearing. No.
Don't see any difference, Prabhuji. Same.
Same.
No, I felt some difference, Prabhuji. I felt some tej today. When you started the call, I was thinking, oh, Prabhuji is looking different today.
Oh,
Kind of.
okay. That's good to know. You felt some effulgence, some glory, some
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah,
stages.
I felt it today. Okay.
And Prabhuji, I always keep saying to Praveen also the kind of energy Prabhuji will get it like so many from because the Sunday you start your day and at the end also the same energy you the content. The Krishna, the energy really Prabhuji, the freshness on your face. Morning, how you do for our Bhagavad in Bothal, and the evening when you go to the here Bellevue temple. Same. I will always astonish with the energy, Prabhuji.
I mean, I
I
wash my
always
face in
talk.
between.
Very true. Even I see the same thing. It is too very inspiring. Actually, I get sometimes lazy, Prabhuji. Just
Yeah,
looking at
even
you,
we feel
and
tired.
then I feel shame. Ki, what am I doing? What look at him, what he is doing, and then
Yeah.
it's difficult for me to miss any class because I still feel, oh wow, he is taking so much effort. What is there for me to put in it? And then I always feel like that.
Prabhuji. Just for hearing itself, we are preparing and conveying really.
Yes.
So the reason why I asked, how am I looking? Am I looking normal or any difference? Is today I had a surgery.
Really, Prabhuji?
Yes.
My goodness, can't believe
Oh,
it.
oh, what, Prabhuji?
Oh my God.
To remove a kidney stone.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And
Prabhuji, you would have taken rest.
it's not a very simple procedure like like you get your teeth cleaned or something like that, right?
Yeah,
They,
it will not
they
be
give
there.
full anesthesia. They give full anesthesia, and you
Yes,
have to go
Prabhuji.
into the
I am
actual.
a medical professional, Prabhuji. I can completely understand what you have gone through.
Oh yeah. Then you know. So the the pre-surgery and post-surgery and during surgery, everything can be traumatic, right? Most importantly, I mean, during the surgery, we don't remember anything because it's anesthesia. But pre-surgery, uh, they they come and check so many things, and they put so many tubes and IV, all those things.
Yeah.
And after that, once they take me into surgery room, they put so many cables, connect them to different monitors. Uh, hmm? So it can be little traumatic, looking at all this, what is happening. There'll be 10 people in the surgery room, running around here and there very fast, each person doing so many things. But what has given me strength during the whole day since morning I was there. I went to the hospital at 7 o'clock and then came out by 12:30. What has given me strength is the different stotrams. I started as soon as I went to the hospital. They put me in one room, right? They checked all the vitals and everything. I played Vishnu Sahasranamam in my phone, and then I was reciting. Okay, and then after that, the Bhagavatam recitation by Shruti in Mohana Raga. That was like oxygen for me today. I cannot express that in my words, but that was like oxygen for me today. So they put, in between, in the surgery room, they put that oxygen thing also, just for 1 or 2 minutes. Maybe they have to, before they give anesthesia, I think to avoid any respiratory problems, they pump in more oxygen. But for me, the real oxygen was this Bhagavatam shlokas. Mukundamala, I was reciting Mukundamala Stotra in my mind. All those things I was doing. And I did not even feel any pain or any anxiety, any trauma. Nothing I felt. And now you look at me. I look completely normal, and even Ankita is saying she sees some more tej in me. So it's all
Haribol,
because
Prabhuji,
of
get well soon.
strength given by Krishna.
Great job, Prabhuji.
Oh,
This so great,
Yesterday
Prabhuji.
also you conducted the class. Today also, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
And I'll tell you
Thanks,
one
sir.
more most important thing. Okay, in this whole episode that happened today, this is the first surgery in my life. I never had any surgery before. But the whole experience was as simple as just going to office and coming back. It was as casual, as simple as that. So all these different things, Vishnu Sahasranama, Mukundamala Stotra, Bhagavatam Shlokas, everything helped me. But here is the most important thing that happened. After the surgery, because of anesthesia, I did not even feel like something happened, right? And by the way, even before they started surgery, I played Vishnu Sahasranama and I asked them to keep the phone next to me in the surgery room. They allowed it. So I know that in few minutes I will fall asleep because of anesthesia. I may not be able to listen to Vishnu Sahasranama, but I wanted that to continue during the surgery. So, and then it's an auto play thing, right? After Vishnu Sahasranama, there will be something else coming up. Narsimha Kavacha, all those things were being played. So even though I was not hearing consciously, but my subconscious mind was hearing, and the mere recitation of the mantras itself is very auspicious. It spreads auspiciousness in the surgery room, so that everything happens smoothly. And that's how exactly happened. And here is the most important thing. After the surgery is done, it takes some time for me to come into consciousness, right? As soon as I became conscious, as soon as I opened my eyes and was able to see the doctors and everybody in the room, the first thing that came to my mind was this shloka that we have been discussing. Candrārdham kalasam tri-kona-dhanushī kham goshpadam proshthikām. I remember this shloka. And I felt so good about it.
Haribol, Prabhuji.
So
Make us emotional also, Prabhuji, but get well soon, Prabhuji, and take rest tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll have class tomorrow. We'll have class tomorrow also. So
take care of Prabhuji.
yeah. So
Thanks for the very much. Thanks is also not the word to say. So nice after even I'm not even feeling like to the hearing katha vintane undala అనిపిస్తా ఉంటుంది ప్రభుజీ but family.
yeah. So this Krishna Katha is like,
So now I understand, Prabhuji, that anesthesia, it actually has released all your stress from the body, and that's why you're looking so fresh and effulgent today. That's the main effect with anesthesia. My husband always keeps telling me, I want to take anesthesia again. He had some surgery some few years back, and then he says that was the best day of my life. I have never relaxed in my life all this after that. I just want the anesthesia again. He always keeps telling. So now I understand that what you have gone through today. Yeah, but I understand that stone thing and all. And I'm surprised, like, why did they do it? Was it too big or something? I mean, why is it required really?
it was 10 mm.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Above 6 feet, yeah, they usually do it. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I mean, I could have tried using some, some techniques, Ayurveda techniques and all, but it takes long time.
Correct. Yeah, and it is very painful, Prabhuji. I know because I have suffered all that.
Yeah.
But for me, I did not have to go touch wood. I did not have to go surgery.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was thankfully Krishna helped me at that time. I was too small when I had this.
Oh, good. Yeah. So, but it was a wonderful experience today. So, yeah. So
Take care
that's
of
why
it.
you prioritize Krishna Katha. I mean, today I could have rested, right?
And hats up to Kavita Mataji, Prabhuji. She is allowing you to talk. Yeah, really.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, very true. Correct.
So, because this is what gives me energy. The Krishna Katha is what gives me energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So remember we were discussing during shloka number 6 in Mukundamala Stotra, the difficulty or the challenge in remembering Krishna at the time of death because of so many bodily pains. And what is the hope-giving element there? That even if we cannot remember Krishna, Krishna will help us remember him.
Yes, sir.
And I could literally experience that today. I could literally experience that today.
And Sarita Mataji also was telling about anesthesia, right, Prabhuji? Like before going, like off, she remembered few things. Like it was her life was a flash.
Yeah, she was telling
something.
so many different things were coming into her mind. Yeah.
And I can fully relate to her because same thing was coming to my mind when my husband was undergoing surgery. So I can completely understand because I as a medical professional, I know whatever happens in the OT surgery and also I have seen that.
Yeah.
And that's why I was very concerned.
Yeah.
Thankfully, everything Krishna's mercy.
But they allowed also, right, Prabhuji? I never know that they will allow inside.
Yeah, that is surprising, Prabhuji, because they do not allow at all.
Yeah. So the only requirement they ask you to keep it in a box, like a food container, right? To-go box. It's a transparent to-go box. It has little holes. So the transparent box, it prevents excess amount of radiation in the surgery room. But still, you can listen. You can listen the voice.
Prabhuji, one thing it came to my Krishna is with you, everything is possible, Prabhuji.
Yes. Yeah.
That is like they have allowed means Krishna, how close? Like every time you meditate on Krishna means everything, everywhere with you, Krishna is there.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's true. Because they said before beginning of the surgery, they said, we'll try to extract it using laser technique. But if we are not able to do that, during the surgery itself, we might have to make an incision. We might have to cut on your back and then remove the stone. But that was not needed. So very smoothly everything went and yeah.
Prabhuji, any symptoms are there? How you come to know about this, Prabhuji?
I mean, the problem actually started a couple of months ago, like in April, March, sometime. So, and then within 1 week or 2 weeks, then the problem got reduced. And then after some time it disappeared also. But then I got the CT scan done, and then they said there is a 10 mm stone. It's better to remove it. If it is small in size, that will come out easily. But if it's big in size, it needs to be removed. So the reason why I shared this with everybody is the power of meditating on Krishna and Krishna Katha, especially memorizing shlokas. I mean, there are so many things we have been discussing, right? In the last 2 years that some of you are with me, and then last few months, Mukundamala Stotra, Rukmini prayers. I could have remembered any other thing, but I was able to remember this exact shloka that is fresh in my memory. The current topic, the shloka about lotus feet, symbols on lotus feet of Krishna.
Like last in first out, they say, right, Prabhuji?
Last in first out.
Stack.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's why we constantly have to keep doing.
Yeah.
Else our mind will forget.
Yeah. Constantly. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridavratah namasyantascha mam bhaktya nitya yukta upasate. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, Satatam kirtayanto mam. Always chant my names, always sing my glories. Sing my glories means speak Krishna Katha. Recite shlokas, read Bhagavatam, recite Bhagavatam, these things. Yeah. So,
Thank you, Prabhuji. You should take rest, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji.
This is one reason I shared this story.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Another reason is that you should all cultivate this habit of spreading auspiciousness by constantly singing some stotrams. If you are not able to sing, at least play an audio all the time, 24 hours a day. Even if you are sleeping also, keep playing some audio in the home, not in the bedroom, because you'll be disturbed and you will not get sleep, but somewhere in puja room or somewhere in the living room in low volume. Keep playing continuously. That will spread auspiciousness. In the devotees' homes in ISKCON, we have Prabhupada chanting box. So you can try that, or if not, you can use Alexa to play some audio all the time during the night, also in low volume. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for
Whenever
sharing.
your family members or any your friends, neighbors, anybody is going through surgery, suggest them this technique, starting with Vishnu Sahasranama, and then anything else that they are connected to. Most importantly, they need to be connected to something. Only then it will help them. Which means they should have some taste prior to this.
Correct.
Yeah. If you all of a sudden give Vishnu Sahasranama to somebody who never heard of Vishnu Sahasranama, they may not be able to connect to it. They may not gain strength out of it. So that's why it's important to get connected to one or two stotrams. It can be Mukundamala Stotra or some shlokas from Bhagavatam, some prayers from Bhagavatam, Kunti prayer, Bhishma Stuti, Shikshashtakam, Annapurna, Jagannadhashtakam, anything.
ప్రభుజీ ఇది శ్లోక కూడా చాట్ లో వేస్తారా ప్రభుజీ? ఇది ఇప్పుడే మొత్తం అన్ని సింబాల్స్ ఇప్పుడు మీరు చదువుతున్నారు కదా, మేము నేర్చుకుంటాం.
Yeah. In fact, I'll send this entire slide deck. I have so many different shlokas, right? I'll share the entire presentation slide.
Sure, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay.
You could have food, Prabhuji. Could you eat after the procedure, Prabhuji? Food after the procedure, could you eat lunch?
Yeah. I was able to eat lunch. I went to the temple also in the evening. I ate dinner also. Yes, everything was fine.
Take care, Prabhuji.
Take care, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Take rest tomorrow. Maybe the class, maybe we can.
No, we can have. Yeah.
I want to share something, Prabhuji, because you were talking about Kevat the Guha, who traveled Rama from one bank to other in Yamuna. There is one just 2-line song which I know. Just want to add to it. So कभी कभी भगवान को भी भक्तों से काम पड़े, जाना था गंगा पार प्रभु के वट की नाव चढ़े, जाना था गंगा पार प्रभु के वट की नाव चढ़े. That's all. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Very good. Nice. Very nice. So when you put the same message in the form of a shloka or poem or kirtan bhajan, it becomes even more emotional, expressive.
And we can remember also easily.
And you will remember easily. Yeah. You may not be able to remember the entire story of 10 minutes, but one shloka or poem like this in 1 or 2 lines, you can easily remember. Like Kaivartaka Keshava, actually. Did I say Kaivartaka Krishna before?
Yep.
Oh, okay. No. It is Kaivartaka Keshava.
Yes.
Yeah. Kaivartaka Keshava. If you just remember that one word, Kaivartaka Keshava, you remember everything. The entire scene of battlefield, which is like an ocean. And there are so many wild animals like sharks, whales, alligators in the form of Duryodhana and so on. And Arjuna is stuck in that ocean. And how Kaivartaka Keshava, he protected, he delivered Arjuna. Okay, so with that, we'll end the call here. Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Ki Jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Take care.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.